This is Marilyn Mazza, 581 Wild Ridge Lane in Lafayette. I'm also Lafayette City Councilor. In Colorado and across the nation, we don't have a fracking problem. We have a failed democracy. People have seen it for 20 years in Colorado. In Greeley, Summit County, Lafayette, Broomfield, Longmont, and Fort Collins. The law lets for-profit corporations coerce local communities into accepting projects they don't want. Local communities like mine find themselves all alone, trying to battle one of the largest industries in the world. And I can say that my community got no support from state government and no support from any elected official, not even lip service. Elected officials are expected to dismiss the desires, the needs, and the rights of their own fellow citizens and defer to corporate interests. Because when industry is involved, the state of Colorado and politicians from both political parties can't side with communities and the people who live there, they side with corporations. And so we're faced with this. The system of law mandates that we allow ourselves to be poisoned. We've come to an impasse. We face an impossible contradiction between the law and the people. If we want to preserve our democracy, the role of elected officials has to change. They too have to rebel. They have to actually represent the people. In a few places, it's happened. In Boulder County, New Mexico, the county commissioners themselves banned fracking. In Pittsburgh, the city council passed a community bill of rights that also banned fracking. The people of Boulder County have said no, and they've said no over and over and over again. And so today we ask you this simple question. Which side are you on?
Dr. Tom Groover, Boulder County Community Rights organizer and board member of the Colorado Community Rights Network and the National Community Rights Network. I live at 394 Blackwood Street, Superior. A moratorium is just a temporary delay. Are we okay with fracking now, later, or not at all? Our overwhelming opposition to fracking, the commissioners said, had no bearing on why they extended their fracking moratorium. In truth, they may prematurely end their moratoriums whenever they please. Are we okay with 3 administrators of the state posing as our representative commissioners, determining without regard for our overwhelming opposition to fracking if, when, at what rate, and to what extent we get fracked? Are we okay with government which subordinates the health, safety, and welfare of the 300,000 people of Boulder County to the private fortunes of a few frackers meeting in far-off corporate boardrooms? Is this government legitimate? Do you know that the Colorado Constitution says all political power is vested in and derived from the people? All government of right originates from the people, is founded upon their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole. That people of this state have the sole and exclusive right of governing themselves. That all persons have certain essential inalienable rights, among which may be reckoned the right of enjoying and defending their lives and liberties, of acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and of seeking and obtaining their safety and happiness. And that the people of Boulder County may alter and abolish their form of government whenever they deem it necessary to their safety and happiness. Are we okay with government which violates our inalienable rights to health, safety, and welfare, and to self-government by allowing or intending to allow fracking of our neighborhoods against our will? Are we living in a democracy? Which side are you on?
I'm David Fuller, residing at 2311 Cliff Rose Lane in Louisville, and a member of the Colorado Community Rights Network. Today in Colorado, we witness the corporate state, the state acting in perverted and disgusting ways to protect the corporate minority, the very corporations that benefit from extracting oil and gas in our communities. When push comes to shove, Colorado sides with the corporate minority. State preemption law subverts our democracy. Congressman Polis withdrew his fracking initiatives, and the Democratic Party populated the oil and gas force with industry hacks that nullify our community rights to self-govern, throwing our communities under the bus. And yet we have inalienable rights to clean air, clean water, and self-government. Please remember your oath of office to uphold the will of the people in a representative democracy. Our environmental sustainability is impossible without community democracy. Give us community rights that separate corporations from governments, where people decide what happens in our own communities. Put an end to the corporate state and its laws that benefit the corporate minority. If not us in Boulder County, then who? If not now, then when? And so, commissioners, I ask you, which side are you on?
My name is Cliff Wilming. I live at 1246 Doric Drive in Lafayette, Colorado. I'm the fourth of our 5 speakers in Marilee Mazza's time frame. Before I start here, I want to thank everybody behind me for teaching me to become an environmentalist, and that to become an environmentalist means to become a revolutionary. I'm with the Colorado Community Rights Network. I'm also on the board of the National Community Rights Network that has 7 active states and growing after November's elections. In November 2013, Lafayette, Colorado became the first Colorado community to create its own Community Bill of Rights. We joined 160 communities across the country in doing so. We did not do this naively. We have been at this for years, and we knew that creating that Bill of Rights was an act of civil disobedience against a law system that asks us to accommodate our own poisoning. We knew that there was going to be lawsuits, we knew that there was going to be threats, and we broke the law. Because the law is not there to protect us anymore. And the inherent contradiction that Marilee Mazza spoke about today means that we have to turn the page and that we have to be disobedient. So we're going to offer you these possible demands here that are concrete and actionable. 1, enact a Community Bill of Rights for all of Boulder County. Create and codify the same rights that we did in Lafayette to clean air and clean water, a right to self-determination, a right to freedom from chemical trespass, and permanently ban the extraction of fossil fuels in Boulder County. Overturn the set of corporate legal privileges of corporate personhood and the Commerce Clause and act defiantly. 2, join us in creating a new legal system. Publicly support the Colorado Community Rights Amendment that will be a state ballot initiative that will be reintroduced in 2015 with a full 6 months for signature gathering. 3, and finally, I'm going to quote Mahatma Gandhi here. He said that an unjust law is in itself a species of violence, and arrests for its breach even more so. People are not going to allow poisoning into our community. And people will take on nonviolent civil disobedience, as is our right and our duty as people, as fathers and mothers and family members. And we are asking you to order your sheriff's department, who could possibly be employed to physically detain us, arrest us, and prosecute us, to respect the will of its citizens and not enforce laws that ask them to be poisoned. Thank you.
My name is John Lamb. I live at 590 East Sutton Circle in Lafayette. I'm a member of East Boulder County United, and I'm also a Colorado Community Rights Network member. Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? Like 5 Front Range cities proudly reject the law, stand up and honor the people like Rosa Parks and Hillary Hall. Which side are you on, people? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? The people, they have spoken. The studies are very clear. If we don't break from fossil fuels, we'll kill our hemisphere. Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? Don't frack in Boulder County, don't frack in Garfield too. We don't want it, it's bad for us, no kind of fracking will do. Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? People, do you believe their lies? Tell me how you can. Will you let them buy you out, or will you lend us a hand? Which side are you on, ladies? Which side are you on? People, which side are you on? People, which side are you on? Commissioners, read the UN report. We're sick of toxic gas. If you don't ban fracking now, we'll vote you out so fast. Which side are you on, people? Which side are you on? Which side are you on, people? Which side are you on? Thank you.